Welcome to Chunky Captain Does It All YouTube channel, and this is the first world update video. 3 different governments collapsed in just 72 chaotic hours. In Nepal, the Prime Minister has resigned after massive youth-led protests spiraled into violent unrest. In France, the Prime Minister's government was dissolved after losing confidence in the National Assembly. In Japan, the Prime Minister stepped down again after party pressure triggering another leadership crisis. 3 governments, 3 days. That tells you something big is happening. And it's not just those governments. Look around you. Here in the UK, the government is facing mass protests, plummeting trust, and a growing fear of civil unrest. Russia has sent swarms of drones into Polish airspace, forcing NATO to activate Article 4 consultations. Israel's continued airstrikes have now extended into Qatar, a dangerous widening of the Middle Eastern conflict. And now Romania is quietly becoming Europe's defense powerhouse, with both the US and Germany reviving its Cold War-era defense industry, building drone plants, gunpowder factories, and expanding its tank and armoured vehicle production. In other words, Europe is quietly rearming for war. And together these are not isolated incidents, they are part of a picture of a world under strain. But what's really driving this, and what's the key patterns that we need to look at? So number one is governments are losing legitimacy. Protests, lack of trust, collapses from Kathmandu to Paris to Tokyo. Major issue. Number 2, economic stress. I know we're all feeling this, but debt, rise of inflation, continued austerity, the cost of living crisis getting worse and worse. Number 3, generational revolt. Young people are now refusing to accept the old corrupt order, and they're taking a stand. Number 4, the militarization and the shifting of alliances. So NATO countries like Romania are now building factories to churn out weapons. Israel is extending its strikes well beyond its borders. And Russia is now testing the NATO's lines. And finally, number 5, technology and control. Governments are banning platforms. They're targeting free speech. People are now mobilizing faster than ever online. But this matters because weak governments often lash out externally. Economic crises become wars of distraction. Military build-ups increase the risk of miscalculation and mistakes. And when proxy wars spread, like we're seeing in the Middle East and in Europe, the lines between regional and global blur very quickly. So let's be honest. We are not in a world war today, luckily, but we are living in a world that is shifting very fast. When governments fall, and when alliances are tested, and when societies take to the streets, the danger isn't just violence and local violence, it's people switching off, not seeing what's really happening. And awareness is everything. If we don't pay attention, we can't ask the important questions. If we don't ask the important questions, we can't hold leaders accountable. And if we don't hold our leaders accountable, the risk that the decisions they make without us are made in silence. And by the time we even notice, it is too late. So my message isn't one of fear here, it's one of awareness. Be alert of what's happening around you. Stay informed. Share what you learn with others, making sure it's not fake news, because the more people that stay awake in the reality of this world, the harder it will become for conflict and chaos to spread unnoticed. Thank you for listening to this world update by Chunky Captain. Captain out.